Hi, welcome to your connection reflection for today. Today we're going to take a look at the section from Matthew 10:16 to 23. And I'm just going to read the first part of it, just the first line I'm going to take up. It says, Jesus said to his apostles, "Behold, I am sending you like sheep in the midst of wolves. So be shrewd as serpents and simple as doves." And to tell you the truth, I had to look up the word shrewd. So I was looking it up, and what it says is, let me read it for you. It says, having or showing sharp powers of judgment. Second definition is to be astute. And so the meaning of astute means having or showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn this to one's advantage. And I thought this was very interesting because I think a lot of times for us as Christians, we can focus a lot on the being as simple as doves. I think there's a way in which it feels holier to be as simple as doves. One of the things I tend to tell clients is, the feelings are happy, sad, scared, worried, anxious. There's a number of different feelings, right? Fat and holy aren't feelings. We can tend to say these jeans make me feel fat, or we tend to want to do things because they make us feel holy. Fat and holy aren't feelings. So let's taking a look at not super focusing on the idea of being as simple as doves, apart from being as shrewd as serpents. We're called by the Lord to be as shrewd as serpents, to have those powers of assessment in situations, to be able to accurately assess the situation, and that's not a bad thing. That doesn't necessarily equate to, we're not supposed to judge others as judge the state of their soul and their culpability and things like this, but we can definitely judge the situation, and that's a good thing, and it's something which the Lord calls us, which means that's a grace that He must hold out for us in His justice. It would be wrong for Him to ask us to do something we don't have the ability to do. So if we don't have a natural astuteness or shrewdness, we can certainly ask for those graces. It's something that we're called to, and I think we can tend again, to focus more on being as simple as doves. But He calls us to that, and then goes into to different things, saying that these things will happen. Beware of men, for they will hand you over to courts. They will scourge you in their synagogues. You will be led before governors and kings for my sake, as a witness before them and the pagans. Particularly want to stop there, and that'll be just the only other point for this, is that when these things happen, we're led before governors and kings, it's for His sake. So when these things happen, because the Lord says these things will happen in our lives in whatever way those things take shape, but it's for His sake. So we don't have to worry about not having the grace, certainly, to do those things. And particularly, I think one of the things in a very human perspective, we can tend to default to that God's abandoned us because these things happen, that He's somehow disconnected from us, that He doesn't see us and see our plight, that He feels far away. And yet it's much to the contrary. He's telling us these things will happen and saying that it's for His sake, as a witness before them and the pagans. So it's actually to do His work that He permits these things, and so certainly His grace is going to be available to us in those moments. So important for us to recognize it's not disconnection. It's not the Lord being far from us when these things happen. Rather, they're for His sake. He's allowing them, and that fact that He is with us has not changed and will never change. He is with us always until the end of time. God bless you.